Hello fellas, welcome back to a brand new video. I've came to see Mark and his Escort Cosworth. Now this isn't a road car, this used to be a rally shell, didn't it mate?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And you bought it about 3 years ago,
Yep.
Is that right? And it was in Valvoline livery when you bought it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It'd been sat in I saw it as a really awful advert on Facebook.
Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that seems interesting. I was after an Escort, like most people, probably couldn't afford a road going one. Got chatting to the guy eventually, and it'd been sat in a body shop for 2 years, his mate's body shop, waiting to be sort of done up.
Right.
So it had the Valvoline livery on it. It had a mallard green bonnet on it because he hadn't done the latches up on the original one and it had gone up over the car.
And done the roofing or whatever?
No, it's somehow it hadn't.
Right, just done the bonnet?
Yeah, done the bonnet. So he bought a bonnet for it. So it had a mallard green bonnet on. The graphics, they're poor, do you know what I mean? From 10 yards away it looked all right.
Close it was terrible.
Yeah, they'd been on there for years. Yeah, so eventually went down and got it. Came with a load of bits, came with a bonnet, like I say, and loads of other bits and bobs.
Is it a steel bonnet?
Yeah, that's a real bonnet. It's converted to two-wheel drive. It came with all the gear to put it back to four-wheel drive. But I had a four-wheel drive SAF before this.
Right.
And I thought, wow, nah, that's different. Let's leave it on two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive. You can get more power out of a two-wheel drive, but it's easier to get the power down and more reliable in a two-wheel drive as opposed to a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, they
four-wheel drive the key.
Lose loads of power through the old four-wheel drive system, don't you?
And they're a bit weaker, the gearboxes, aren't they? The four-wheel drive geurboxes. So when you bought, did you strip it back up bare shell, or have you has it been a rolling restoration?
I stripped it back to a rolling shell.
Right.
So
you haven't painted underneath or anything?
No, and to be honest with you, considering it's an old rally car, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought
they don't see salt, are they really? It's just...
No, and because it originally raced in Belgium, I think they do a lot of gravel rather than forest.
Right.
I might be completely wrong there, but that's what someone told me, hence why it's not that bad.
So there's not like big stones like this being bouncing up?
Yeah, so it's not so bad. So I left the bottom, it's been painted underneath, it's quite clean, there's not a spot of rust on it. So I thought, well, I'd leave that. I'll do it, I'm not going to make it pristine underneath because of what it is, but I'll certainly do it at some point, but I didn't need it. So it went back to a rolling shell, but everything else was out. It had the proper rally seats in it and harnesses, which were dated from when it raced. So though the dates when they were out of date, it sort of coincided with when it was born and when it was raced type thing. But I'm old and I wanted a bit of comfort, so I put sort of recliners in.
Nice seats, they're mine.
They're not stupid money those, they look good. Not? How long they'll last, I don't know. They're 400 quid for the pair, brand new.
Really, is that all?
Yeah, so they're not proper leather, obviously they're placky, but...
They look the part.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well they'll last, but we'll see.
So you've got all the carbon fibre floor plates.
Yeah, carbon Kevlar.
Carbon fibre door cards.
Yeah.
T5 gearbox, and you see it's straight cut in first, second, third.
I think so, yeah. That's what the spec said.
Right. Then third and fourth and fifth just normal.
Yeah, for cruising.
Can you open it, mate? And have a look?
Of course you can.
And it's not painted. It's painted in diamond white as well, not frozen white. Sorry, it's painted in frozen white, not diamond white.
Yeah, it was obviously diamond white when I got it.
Mate, it's mega. And you've just had it tuned as well, haven't you? You've been to Norris Motorsport?
Yeah, went down to Norris Motorsport. Really clever bloke, him. Unbelievable chatting to him. So yeah, it's been, he live maps everything on the road, so he don't own a dyno.
It's the best way to do it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, 27 psi peaking at. So T34.63, so 350 odd.
Can we pop the button, have a look?
Yeah.
So you see about 360 brake horsepower?
I think so, 350, 360.
Which is plenty as well, isn't it, for a rear-wheel drive? Cosworth. Mint, mate.
550 injectors, Siemens injectors, so it's got Link ECU on it, management. So when you go to Link, you can't use your old grey, it had greys in it before with an L8. You can't use them, you have to use high impedance or low impedance, I can't remember which way around it is. So you have to put different injectors in. So I originally put 1000cc injectors in, big mistake, didn't really understand what I was doing with that, to be honest with you. Carl Norris sort of said, you're trying to fill a thimble with a bucket, basically. So they were just too big. They would have worked, and he could have got them to work, but he said, for what you're doing, put some 550s in. They'll tune a lot better, it'll run a lot nicer, and that'll be it. So
it's an education, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all a learning curve, isn't it?
So have you rebuilt the engine?
Engine's been rebuilt, completely rebuilt. Gordon,
he did the
Newcastle. Yeah, he did the bottom end. And John Lawns, I'll give him a shout out because knows he's inside out. He comes over and gives me a hand, so he sort of did the top end for me.
The head.
Yeah, but he's helped me do all of this, John. He's really good. John and Sons, they come over as well, and we pull it apart and put it back together. And but yeah.
Did it come with an engine when you bought the car?
Yeah. It was driving.
Running driving?
Yeah.
Can I ask what you paid for it?
25k.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
For running driving Escort Cosworth.
Yeah.
Road legal, like V5 document and that?
Yeah, a V5, yeah.
Right.
It didn't have an MOT. When I picked it up, it was snowing, and it had cut slicks on it, road legal slicks, and borrowed my mate's covered trailer, and it's just up the road, and there's ice, like compacted ice, snow on the ground. I had to leave it up there for 3 days. Couldn't get it down.
Did you? Couldn't get it down?
Couldn't get it in his garage. 3 of us had to push it in. It just sat there spinning, not going anywhere. So yeah, we had to leave it up there. But when you get a new toy, you don't want to leave it anywhere, do you?
No, you want to back in the garage.
Playing, can't you? So that was quite frustrating, leaving it up there. But
so you've got Cosworth wheels on as well. I'm guessing the 18-inch.
Yeah, comp 6.
Automotive calipers.
Yeah.
Comp calipers. Sorry.
Yeah, 6 pots.
You've got the WRC style of wings on.
Yeah.
Not the road car wings.
It came with the steel original wings as well.
Original Escort Cosworth wheels.
Yeah.
Wings, sorry.
Yeah, they're up in the loft. And then on the back, it's got
side exit exhaust as well on both sides.
Yeah, comes out both sides. That was on it when I got it. It's got the bigger discs on the back.
Oh, aye, they are big, them, aren't they? Carbon fibre rear wing.
Yeah, real carbon fibre.
Mate, mint. I love it.
I got it off old XYZ fabrication.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was his personal one. He was going to put it on his car.
Is it Dave Lee?
Yeah, I got a few bits off Dave.
Aye, nice that mind. Mate, it is a nice thing. And you've got the Valley Mud flaps as well.
Yeah.
Big 6
You can still buy them for the Escort. To fit the shape of
the bumpers and that.
Yeah.
Also, they'll be shaped for this front wing, won't they?
Yeah.
See how they curve in and around the side skirt?
Yeah, Dave made these in carbon fibre for me.
Aye, nice. Nice. Mate, we'll have to go for driving it.
Aye, definitely.
Right, before we set off, make sure we both get home and the car in one bit.
Aye, definitely.
Didn't like show off on out, you know what I mean?
And it's wet as well.
Aye,
so.
just take your time, mate. As long as we both get home, it's on your video, do you know what I mean? Just
yeah, no, not really fun.
need showing off on out.
Too old for that shit.
Aye. All Group N, isn't it? So it's basically like a road car underneath. It's not like Group A, like bladed anti-roll bars or anything like that.
Front is, back is standard beam basically.
Right.
So I think it had a lot. I think I said to you before, it's like Trigger's brew. It's a bit of a bitzer. So the spec I got with the car, I found a spec on an old rally website when it was sold once as a track car, and it said it had a Marham shaft on the turbo. It had this, that and the other.
Marvin found you for the anti-lag?
Aye, and it didn't.
It didn't?
No. Because you put a magnet, don't you, on a Marham shaft. They're not magnetic.
Right.
So it's straight down. So I think it's I think it's had bits off it, you know what I mean, over the years.
How many miles have you done since it was running?
Since running in, 246.
So you haven't really done much with it since it's been set up?
That was up and down the car Norris, pretty much that. So.
Tell you what, it's quite comfortable. It's not like banging and crashing around on the roads, is it? You've got gas coilovers, haven't you?
Yeah, gas GHAs. Yeah, I want to use it. People keep saying to me, "You're going to take it on the track. You're going to take it on the track." Probably not.
No,
because, well, no, if parts were the same price as 10, 15 years ago, yeah.
Aye.
But these people who say, "Oh, you're going to take on the track," are either absolutely minted or don't know how much shit is for these now.
I've never got to fix it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. Just buy and get fixing stuff.
So is that your heaters there as well? This toggle?
Yeah, that's all it's got, heaters.
It's all you need, isn't it?
It didn't have any when I got it. It had the matrix, so the pipes came in from the engine into the matrix and out again, and it was zip tied up underneath the dash.
Right.
So there's no box with fans. So I bought I thought, how am I going to do this? So I bought one. Went to one of them kit car websites. I thought, well, kit cars, they put heaters in kit cars, so I bought a box off there with it.
Is that all your ECU and that down there?
Yeah, so I didn't realise it's a Link Monsoon X, and when you read the spec, again, every day's a school day, it says it would do lambda control, but actually it doesn't. As in, I thought we'd be able to plug a lambda straight into the ECU. So the box to the left of it with a green flashing light, that's a Zytronics lambda, which then plugs in to the ECU.
Have you got anti-lag or anything on it? Launch control?
It's got anti-lag. It's not turned on yet.
Right. Does it work?
No, it's not. No. It's all wired in. That's this switch here.
Right.
It's just not programmed on the ECU. It's ready to go. It's wired into the ECU. Just not done it yet.
That's it, fellas. Huge thanks to Mark for taking us out the car. Mark has got, I'm not going to show you on this video, you'll have to head to Mark's channel to see it. He's got a genuine XR2 with full Subaru Impreza running gear. So mate, if you put a video up, something for Ben to go and have a look at.
Yeah, I'll put it in, if it's alright with you, put a link to in your description.
I will do that.
You proper YouTubers do.
Aye.
It is just being an 11-year-old son with a little YouTube channel messing around.
Messing about the garage.
Stand the sound of my own voice. So I'm not going to look forward to watching this video. No, can't stand it. So yeah, that'd be great, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks for coming, Adam.
Well, yeah, again, fellas, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.